Welcome to the Doctor Show, where once a week we invite a doctor in to discuss their practice and their financial difficulties that they may run into in their practice. My name is Dennis Thompson. I am the host of the show. I am the creator and the developer of the ARP Wave technology and therapy. ARP Wave is a patented therapy which treats and diagnoses the neurological origin of all physiological symptoms. My co-host is Dr. Harold Wong, a nationally recognized expert on finance. Dr. Wong is not a financial planner. He is a finance educator. And one of the very first questions that I've been asked, Harold, is what is neurotherapy? And the answer to that question is it is a therapy which is patented, which addresses why you have symptoms, not where you have symptoms. So, as an exercise physiologist, and all of the medical providers listening right now, we're all trained in the physiology of what we do. I'm self-taught in the neurology of what we do. I could not answer a simple question like, why do we have atrophy? Well, we have atrophy all over the world. We've got the best doctors, the best trainers, the best strength coaches, the best therapists in the entire world, and we still have atrophy. So it can't possibly be what we think it is. It's got to be something else. And when I looked at that something else was neurology. And from that point forward, I then began to create a therapy. And over the last 18 years, we have treated well in excess of 300,000 patients with better than a 95% success rate at eliminating atrophy, pain, restricted range of motion, etc. If you're a medical doctor, I'd like to discuss with you contracting with you to be your in-house rehabilitation department. If you're interested in reducing the overuse of opioids, if you're interested in increasing and improving your patient outcomes, and if you're interested in new net revenue with absolutely no burden, and you're interested in having a diversified, integrated practice with no investment, then we need to talk. The Neurotherapy Network is a very unique business model for you. I will supply $40,000 worth of equipment that's used for therapy with no investment on your part. I will supply a doctor to administer the therapy at no cost to you. I will supply third-party oversight to where we can maximize insurance reimbursement, including Medicare and Medicaid. We are covered by every single insurance carrier out there. So it is a highly reimbursable service. What I'm offering to you is the opportunity to have control over your patient, because once that patient leaves your building, you lose control. And when you lose control, you lose the efficacy of what is going to happen to that patient. And let's be honest, you're going to be evaluated on what happens with that patient outside of your building as well as inside of your building. So sooner or later, it's going to come back and rest on your shoulders. And if there is a conflict, and if there is a breakdown, and if there is not what you would expect in the therapeutic realm, and the patient is not getting better, you're going to eventually pay the price for that. And what I mean by that is we're eventually going to be in the performance-based medicine side of the equation. And you're going to be evaluated as a medical doctor on how well you get your patients back to activity where you're no longer on the insurance rolls. So I offer you the opportunity of having control on that patient. The Neurotherapy Network offers you the opportunity of dramatically changing your patient outcomes. One of the things that I found out is when I was dealing with the doctors here in the Valley is if you have a patient comes in and they're looking for a flu shot. They may have fibromyalgia, they may have a knee problem, they may have a shoulder problem, but they're coming in not for the knee or the shoulder problem or the fibromyalgia, they're coming in for a flu shot. So consequently, we give them a flu shot and they leave, and then they go someplace else to be administered for those other services. What we're showing our doctors how to do is capture that patient for all of their soft tissue concerns. And by doing that, all you have to say to that patient is, we're going to give you the flu shot, and I notice here that you have a knee problem or a back problem or fibromyalgia. I'm going to put you into our therapy program. It's fully covered by insurance. I'd like you to try this for 30 days. That is the extent of the amount of effort that's required to belong to our network. Now, there are some prerequisites you must meet. A, you must see a minimum of 20 patients a day. All I need to keep my doctor busy is 10. Now, understand that doctor is going to be working for you under your supervision. You're going to be billing the insurance company, which is called Incident 2. The doctor is going to be doing all of the therapy. You are not going to be doing the therapy. Based upon that, all I need from you is a exam room or a treatment room. I need a commitment from you to keep my doctor busy, which in reality is 10 patients a day, because every single patient is going to come to see us 20 days in a row. And I know what you're thinking. There's no patient in the world that's going to do that. Well, doctor, let me tell you that every single day that patient feels better. And they know that if they come, they're going to feel better longer that day. All we're doing is neurologically disrupting a neurological pattern. And it's a progression going on and on and on. So day 1 might be 45 minutes that they feel no pain. Day 2, an hour and a half. Day 3, 2 hours, 3 hours. So the patient is basically self-compliant. The second thing is you can't do physical therapy in your office. Reason for that is we're going to be billing those same codes. You're going to be billing those same codes. So it's a conflict, and it will not work because you can't do physical therapy and our active therapy, neurotherapy, at exactly the same time. And the third thing, all you have to do basically is work with our third-party biller. We're not going to bill. You're going to bill. We can bill for you. But if you're working with our third-party oversight, they're going to show you the codes to maximize your income. If you do this and give me only 10 patients a month, I can assure you you're going to have net revenue of anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 without one dime of investment.